Welcome back to Han Took Shots First. I'm Derek.
I'm Jack.
And this week we're talking about the Book of Boba Fett, Chapter 2, The Tribes of Tattooine.
Woo!
Yeah.
Let's
talk about it.
Let's get into it, because it's a long episode.
Yeah, it was a lot longer. I didn't notice the runtime on this one like the last one, but it felt longer. Like, not in a bad way.
No, not in a bad way at all. I can look up the runtime right now real quick while we talk. But yeah, because last one was very quick, and I don't want to say short, but a lot faster. So in this one, it's like it just kept going. I was like, fuck yeah. Because at one point, I was like, I thought this was going to happen in another episode, but it just was one long episode.
Well, it might be because
51 minutes versus 38.
Okay, so like 42 minutes or whatever.
And maybe because it is a little bit more methodical at parts, because what we are doing is getting into the Tusken Raider culture.
Yeah. I mean, part of it could be, too, the first one was directed by Robert Rodriguez, who is a kind of kinetic, quick action director.
He's zippy.
This one's directed by Steph Green, who is she's mostly a TV director. She did episodes of Preacher, Luke Cage, Man in the High Castle. She did 4 episodes of Ahsoka, or 3 episodes of Ahsoka, something like that, and then a few episodes of this new HBO show called Duster, which I watched a few episodes of, and it was really cool. I'm sure it did. It was pretty good.
I watched the first 3 episodes, and I was like, fuck yeah, they got canceled. I was like, well, I don't know if I want to keep going.
Yeah, we were watching it, and we had trouble. One of the episodes wouldn't load, and then I was like, well, I'll watch it later, and then haven't gone back.
Yep.
And it was originally aired January 5th, 2022.
Still hungover from New Year's. Watching Boba Fett.
And again, written by Jon Favreau and Noah Clure.
I don't have a clue who you are.
No, nobody does. We do have some people pop up in this one. I don't know exactly where they show up. They play Tuskens, so
okay.
But it was an interesting connection. So it's a guy named Ron Balicki, and then his adopted son, Michael Olasky. They are martial artists who played some Tuskens. His wife is Diana Lee Inosanto, who played Morgan Elsbeth in The Jedi and on Ahsoka.
Yeah.
So the whole family's getting work, which we've talked about on Bad Movies, Worst People. Like, if you're a stunt guy, your kid does stunts, your wife does stunts, your cousin does stunts, your uncle does stunts.
You adopt a kid so he can do stunts because your first son died from doing stunts. That's okay. We'll get another one. It's going to stay in the movie, right? That was a good shot. No, that's super cool. I wonder if there's some of the... Sorry, I wonder if there were some of the more stunt part of this episode is the jumping onto other speeders and onto the train. I wonder if that's more of them.
It could be. It said they were martial artists, so I'm wondering if one of them is... It might have been in the last episode. I just saw it in the trivia for this. Maybe one of them is the Predator.
The Predator's a chick.
Guy. Oh, is it?
I'm almost positive.
Okay, so then...
And you can
well, there's at the end, they're all doing kind of that... what's it called? Haka kind of thing at the end. So maybe one of those guys, just one of the Tuskens that's doing stuff.
For sure.
Stuff. They're also fighting those fish guys. So there's plenty of martial arts
to be
had. Yeah.
Fish guys.
They look like fish guys. And then they have masks that make them look even more fishy.
I think the masks make them look less fishy.
Well, it's like the guy takes off the mask. It's like it's a reveal. And it's like it's the same face with different lips.
There's no features.
That's why they have to wear the masks, because they can't even tell each other apart. They're like, okay, that's the guy with the red and black mask. That's the guy with the
Mike?
golden
What are you doing walking around without your mask, Mike? You know I can't tell who you are. They have facial recognizers, like scanners. Scan them, like, dude, put a mask on. I have no fucking idea who you are. You can't just...
But there's definitely some of these guys running around their home planet like, you can't tell me to wear a mask.
Government wants to identify me.
But yes, this one starts with Fennec bringing the prisoner, the assassin, back to Jabba's... Well, I'm going to call it Jabba's palace.
Yeah, let's call it, because it is. It's Jabba's. He took it over from the monks.
I think it just happens to me every time I see it. You don't see people going in and out of the front door of Jabba's very often.
Mm-hmm.
Like, obviously, it's in episode 6, but like, maybe in something else. But just her walking in this door with this dude, and like the door opens, and it's like this big reveal of their silhouettes, but then it stops, and it's like you open your garage door 6 inches. Because there's just there's like another 30 feet of door above them. I'm like, what is going in and out of this door? Rancors are big, but not that big. Jabba's big, but not that big.
Not that big. Yeah, I mean, they didn't design it. It's the monks' design. What were they doing?
Yeah.
Although when he took it over, he did turn into like a battle fortress. So maybe he had like tanks going in and out at some point.
Oh man, a local crime lord with tanks.
Yeah, it's never happened before. Pretty
Jabba's
sure Escobar had some.
Jabba's ice palace.
Jabba's got hippos that are now terrorizing Tatooine.
But I love that, like, she brings him in. Boba Fett is talking to him, and he's like, asking him questions, whatever. And he's like, okay, if he's gonna speak, I guess he doesn't need his head anymore.
Fucking Gamorrean coming up to him. This guy's just like, I don't need my head.
Yeah, the Gamorrean comes up with his blade, and this guy tells Jabba to go, Boba to go fuck himself. He gives him a hard ichuta.
He's like, I fucking spared your life. You're gonna curse me.
It's not. It's like who was it? You said, was it Tom Berenger that does a really good fuck?
Yes.
This is like if Tom Berenger was saying achuta, because it's not like achuta like we've heard it. This guy's like achuta.
I wouldn't mind hearing Tom Berenger say achuta. First, explain to him what it is.
Oh, you don't have to explain to him. He's an actor. He'll just read the script. He's a real actor. He's like, look, it's in the script. I'll say it.
We've seen Cutaway.
But we find out this guy is an assassin from the Order of the Night Wind. And, of course, Fennec Shand, being an assassin, is like, overpriced.
You need a fucking order of people to assassinate?
Well,
I like this shit by myself.
She's basically, like, making fun of name brands. She's like, you're paying for the name.
Yeah.
You don't need the Order of the Night Wind. Just go to Walmart and get the Equate Order of the Night Wind. It's the same thing.
Get the Kroger brand Nightwind. It's called fucking Dark Time Blowy.
Well, I'm buying that.
We got to get us to some Kroger outlets. I need some Dark Time Blowies.
But this guy's like, I'm not afraid. I fear no man. Well, perhaps he'll fear the Rancor. And this look on his face at the exact moment, I actually just used an emoji. It's the one where the top half is blue and the hands are on the cheeks and it has like white eyes.
Yeah, that's where that came from. He scared him so bad he went full emoji.
And they just drop him down in there and he starts shitting his pants. So he's like, the fucking mayor sent me, please let me out. And they just laugh because they're like, dude, Rancor's dead.
Yeah, that fucking
Idiot.
thing's empty. Didn't you see episode 6? I mean, there's a chance that Bib Fortuna put something in there, but no.
Now, it didn't look like when they got there and Bib Fortuna was there, it didn't look like he was doing anything to be a crime boss. I mean, the place, it was like he took over a mansion and now it's a haunted house.
Well, I think that he was accepting money from anybody that was willing to give it to him, but like that, he's the reason the mayor was like, yeah, I can just not do that.
Yeah. Yeah, because he wasn't doing anything. He was just like, I'm fat now.
Mm-hmm.
So they go to see the mayor, and this is the guy you were talking about last episode. Who's like, do you have an appointment? And he's like,
see
no,
your name.
But I have the mayor's stray pit, and I want to bring it back to him.
Looks like he's all booked up. It's very David Spade from Coneheads. He's having a real rough day today. Why don't you just let me talk to him? This needs to go through me.
You know what? Between the Weasley guy, the Major Domo, and this guy, that is just David Spade split into two characters.
For sure. They couldn't afford David Spade, so they split him into two actors.
The Twi'lek guy, who's the Major Domo, is like if David Spade was in a Chris Farley movie because he's the co-star. The guy at the desk is David Spade if he's in an Adam Sandler movie because he's just got a cameo.
It's Shiloh, you prick. You said it wrong.
But yeah, this is another comment like we talked about where the Major Domo's like, oh, I'm sorry, we didn't see your litter arrive. Yep. Just so condescending. I'm like, I don't remember, but I really hope this guy gets killed.
I'm fairly certain he does not.
That's too bad.
Yeah.
You know what? We need Book of Boba Fett season 2 just so I can watch this guy get killed.
It's just a fucking short on Disney Plus, 3 minutes where it's just him getting shot. We got him.
Just Boba Fett walking into the mayor's office and blasting this guy in the head and walking out, and it just rolls credits.
The mayor looking like, that sucks. Oh well.
The mayor is cool. It's one of these slug guys from Mass Effect.
A Thorian.
A Thorian. They have them in Mass Effect. That's why I always think of it. They're like a whole species that kind of walks around. They look almost like this. If I'm remembering right, it's been a long time, but
I think it's super fucking cool because they have a really fun way of speaking, and I think I'm correct when I say it's the first time we've ever seen one with a translator thing around its neck
in live action. Because in the gallery, Filoni, he's like, we had to think of in the cartoons how they would talk, so they have this translator. And now we get to see it in real life, and it's so cool.
Oh,
they made it
okay.
up for the cartoons, and I mean, maybe they didn't ever do it. I don't know.
No,
It's
I'm
like,
sure they did. I was just thinking back to the video games where you just hear it like, whoa, 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 whoa. I am 90% of the time all for alien speaking non-basic. You know,
Yeah.
like you don't need to make it work with like the great examples, Phantom Menace, the Pneumonians, where the fucking mouth wouldn't match up, and then you went very stereotypical.
Yeah.
You know, in the accent, you could have just had
What
them
did you say?
speaking their native. Yeah, you could have just had them speaking their native language, and it would have looked better and sounded better.
You could have even George Lucas could have been perfectly happy doing his like racist Chinese thing, but if they weren't speaking a human language, people might not have noticed.
Yeah,
I mean, other than the outfits and the hats.
the space outfits. It's a space hat. But no, this is one of the few times that I actually do like it in English, or basic rather.
Yeah,
Because it's got a cool way of doing it.
Exactly. He's not. You hear the voice in the background. It's just like this, almost like subconscious like rumble inside your head. It's like
And then it's a delayed too, because like you can hear his voice first or its voice, and then second or two later you hear the basic.
And this is again Robert Rodriguez doing the voice for this, which is cool because it doesn't sound anything like the other one he did. So I don't know if he's doing voice stuff or knowing him and his love for computer beat boop stuff.
Little modulation.
Modulation, yeah.
Modulation.
I love Boba Fett being like, yeah, we have your fucking assassin, and he's just has his dude who's standing over there, who I thought was going to be a character because he looks like he's like a younger Michael Biehn from the other thing we watched. The other
I like
episode,
that.
you know,
He does. Yeah, he does have a face of someone that'll be back. So maybe he was gonna be.
yeah, because before they decided to make this a 4-episode season with 3 episodes of Mandalorian attached to it. If I'm remembering correctly, maybe it was 2 episodes and the last one was like a crossover, but
That's exactly what it is.
okay. But like this guy just blasts this dude in the head and he's like, hey, thanks for turning him in. They're not actually allowed to operate outside Hutt space, so here's your reward.
Sounds a lot like you sent him and you didn't want him to say anything, so you killed him now.
And I like the thing where he's like, here's the money for bringing this assassin to us, and he's like, I'm not a bounty hunter anymore. And he's like, that's not what I heard. Like, it's a condescending thing because like clearly people don't respect bounty hunters in this world.
Scum and wretched hive of villainy and scum. That's what it is.
Yeah, so because like he's like, I'm not a bounty hunter. He's like, yeah, that's what I heard. It's not what your mom told me last night. But he does take the money. He's like, yeah, thanks for the tribute.
Heard you're a
bitch.
bounty humper.
Booty humper, dude.
Booty humper. I try.
But he tells him, like, he's like, yeah, you're going to stay in office as long as I say you stay in office because I'm in charge, bitch. This guy's not impressed. Hopefully something happens. But he's like, you know what you do need to think about? Who really sent the Night Wind? Which is, when you don't say order of exactly, it just sounds like someone's farting in bed. But
it's like a group of people sharing a fucking bedroom. Who sent the night wind? I know it's here. I can sense a night wind.
He who smelt it dealt it. But he's like, go check out Garza's sanctuary.
Working on the night wind.
So Boba Fett goes back to Jennifer Beals' place here. And we didn't mention when we talked about Jennifer Beal last time, I don't think, but people might know her Beals. Sorry. Jennifer Beals' biggest thing was Flashdance. So I'm like...
Yeah, I don't think we did talk about it because we were just captivated by her beauty.
Yeah, like, it's just crazy because that was, what, 1980? 84 maybe?
Yeah.
But, like, still looking great. And it's been 40-plus years. Yep. I can do that math because I was born in 85 and I turned 40 this year. So it's been 40 or more.
Good mathing. Yeah, she looks fucking great, man.
But he goes back to talk to her, and she's being weird, and he's like, so what's going on? And she's like, what do you mean what's going on? A Gumpta on Mustafar. I had to go back because I was writing something down, or I was just writing that he was there to ask what was going on, and I didn't see it, and I just was like, did he just say you're sweating like a Gumtampan Mustafa? Like, I was like, what kind of Star Wars bullshit is that? So I went back and
sweating like a Goomba looking at Mufasa.
All this land will be yours. It all connects because James Earl Jones.
There you go. Except for that land. We don't go over that land. What's that? That's Mustafar. It's hot. It's sweaty.
It's just gross. There's really nothing bad there. Darth Vader's dead. It's just gross.
Actually, we'll talk about it when we get to the episode. Oh, it's probably episode 9 of the sequel. It's fucking Rise of the Skywalker. Mustafar's starting to heal itself once Vader's castle's gone.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't remember that at all. I think we've talked about it before.
It doesn't tell you it's there.
Oh, okay.
It shows it, and it's I think it's the novelization you find out that it's Mustafar.
Oh, okay. But yeah, basically
so I'll
she
talk
tells
about
him
it. You'll listen.
She tells him that the twins are back to lay claim to their cousin's territory or whatever. The twins are these 2 big fat huts. I don't think we get their names in this one.
Maybe
I didn't get
pay
anything.
enough attention. Yeah. Something I learned about hut life. They don't.
That's a tattoo across your diaphragm.
I know. I think I'm getting it on my knuckles, but it's gonna be an Auerbach.
Hey, it does fit, right?
Huts don't have like a big appreciation for jewels and precious metals, I guess. But what they do is they ordain themselves with living creatures. So when this one's using like a mouse as like a sweat rag or squeezing its sweat out or whatever it's doing, it's a sign of like a poshness.
Oh, okay. I think it's squeezing sweat out of it because it's like a dog where they don't sweat.
Oh, okay. Just
the
wringing this mouse out.
They're always greasy, but it's not sweat. It's not like cooling their bodies. So it's just like squeezing mouse goo on itself. Second episode where things are having alien goo squeezed on them.
Ugh, in a different way. This one's less weird. This one's just fucking sweating a mouse on your face.
I was like, this one might be more weird. At least the other one was like dick goo into a mouth. That happens.
At least it was dick goo in a mouth. Is what you said.
I'm just saying that happens in real life. People don't squeeze mouse goo on themselves. I don't think.
People don't milk aliens in other people's mouths to get them up and at them in the morning.
But it was an alien's dick, and the people milk their dicks into other people's mouths.
You bet they do.
Welcome to Star Wars chat.
Star Wars After Dark. When both suns have set, these two get going. Welcome back to Night Winds.
That'll be our new podcast, Night Winds. But they have their buddy there, their bounty hunter or whatever that they've hired. Black.
Their buddy hunter?
I said chrysanthemum last time because
No, it's
Krrsantan.
Krrsantan.
But it's Krrsantann. I'm like, there's so many consonants.
Yeah, that's She-Rook.
It just seems. Wookiee has at least 5 vowels in it. There are like no vowels in this guy's name. There's 2 A's, but it's like 11 letters long.
He's from South in Kashyyyk.
Oh, he's a Southie.
He's a Southie. A lot of consonants there.
But this guy's played by an actor named Carrie Jones, who does a lot of creature work, costume work stuff. The guy, by the way,
perfect sense.
In the gallery thing is delightful. Like they were talking about how like they picked him. They wanted him to have like menacing eyes because Chewbacca always has like kind eyes and whatever. They picked this guy for this, and they interviewed him. And he's like, I feel like he had an accent, but I don't remember now. But he's just like, oh, he just always looks so pissed off. It's great. And he's just laughing and having a good time. And I'm just like, this is the opposite of what I expected from Angry Wookiee Man.
Yeah. Watch it after you watch the series. That way it doesn't break the illusion.
But he played the couple things I recognized. He was in the Marvel Werewolf by Night thing, which I remember liking.
Oh, okay.
It was like a Marvel short.
Man Thing?
Man Thing, yeah.
Yeah.
And
then
not
that I recognized him from that. That's
no,
just a big
obviously,
character.
Yeah. And then he was in This Is the End, the Seth Rogen big comedy. Try to guess who he might have played, if you remember that movie.
The guy that had Channing Tatum on a leash?
No, he's credited as Rape Demon.
Oh.
He's the guy that Jonah Hill says he had a dream about the demon coming, and then you see like this huge erect penis come up, and he's like, I don't want to talk about it. Like, this guy played Rape Demon.
Okay. So. Good to have that on your credits. I hope you get residuals that have a little fucking for playing Rape Demon. Here's 25 cents. Take that to your bank.
Boba Fett is like, this territory's mine now. And the boy twin is like, he's like, my sister thinks we need to kill you. And he just responds with, Jabber is dead.
Jabber is dead.
Jabber. I'm like,
Jabba.
I've heard you say Jabba. But they just didn't. They didn't do a take 2 on this one. It's Jabber's dead.
Oh well, that's as good as that's getting. Jabber it is. Jabber the Hutt.
But bloodshed is bad for business, says Dude Hutt, and they leave.
You can hear him speaking Huttese, which is not subtitled this time because they don't want us to know. But you can hear him like blah 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 Wookiee blah 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 blah. So it's something like we'll send the Wookiee in while he's sleeping.
The trivia said one of the words they say is the word for bounty hunter, so they know who Boba Fett is.
Yeah. I don't remember what it was, but I definitely caught that. I was like, I've heard that word before.
It's a bit of a chuckle because like they leave and Fennec Shan's like, so what are we going to do about this? And Boba Fett's like, maybe it's settled, you think? No.
Come on.
No. Like, no, I didn't think so.
If only we were so lucky.
Hey movie fans, are you interested in professional boxing? If so, you should check out the Mixed Company Podcast, a show co-hosted by sports bettor Jamison Welsh and me, boxing superfan Luis Montemayor. Even if you're not a sports fan, don't worry, because we keep the show accessible to newbies. We don't just talk about current matches, we discuss fighters throughout history and why their legacy is important today. We tackle issues of racism in the sport and fandom. We even have a recurring pop culture segment where we discuss movies and TV shows about boxing. Check us out on Apple, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, and YouTube. That's the Mixed Company Podcast, a 19 Media Group production.
Hey, mister, I got an extra $3. I was wondering if there's any way I can spend it.
Have you heard of Patreon?
Never heard of it. What is it?
You go to patreon.com/worstpeople, give me your $3, and you can listen to a bunch of stuff that's way too inappropriate for your age.
Oh, but I'm actually pretty old. I just sound like this. It's like the Benjamin Button thing. But anyway, I was going to ask you, what if I got my mom to give me a couple more bucks and I could, give you more money?
Oh, that's even better. You can get ad-free with $5.
$5?
You also can get access to Latchkey Vids, our TV recap show of forgotten 90s garbage.
Oh my God, I don't even know what that is, but I'm excited for it.
You should be.
So $5 is all I need, and I get no more of these commercials?
No more commercials.
No more commercials.
Oh,
you get
boy.
to hear us talk about a singing cop show and more.
Well, golly gee willikers, Mr. and Miss. Thanks for all the information. I'm going to go see if I can find a mom to give me $5.
Let's go beat that kid up and take his $5.
Oh, no!
We start this flashbacks. He's doing gaffi training.
Flashbacks.
Sorry, yes, they are flashbacks in this show. He's doing training with the gaffi stick with Predator guy. I keep wanting to say Twillick. Predator Tusken. And then this is when the train comes by for the first time.
This is why I think it's a female. It's the first time we've seen the draping of like the rags that resemble hair.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's not hair.
Well, it can't be.
That's why I say Predator, because you've got the mask with like the mouth, and then you've just got these like, it looks like dreadlocks hanging off the head.
In
but
Tusken culture, it is a huge sin to show any part of your skin.
Okay.
I think you're allowed to do it for like intercourse and stuff, but as far as like everybody else,
Nope. They just jerk off into
get-
turkey basters.
Weird. Huh.
like David Crosby and that lady from that girl pop country band.
Melissa
Google it.
Etheridge?
That sounds right. I was like,
Yeah.
Google it if you don't know what I'm talking about. It was a rumor, but it's probably true.
I wouldn't believe it's true, so I won't Google it. But no, it's like you can get exiled out of the tribe for showing skin. It's just one of their things, which is why it's so
Okay.
important at the end of this when they're dressing him up.
Oh, okay.
Like,
They're
he still has
wrapping
his-
everything.
He still has his head showing. That's mostly for us.
I do enjoy. So he's not like a real quote unquote Mandalorian, and we learned in the Mandalorian TV show that the helmet always on, is just his sect. But it's just funny because people think of that and they think like, because we never saw Boba Fett without his helmet.
Yeah.
In this, it's like he puts on his helmet to have like a conversation with the Hutts, and then as soon as they leave, he takes it off. And then at the end, when they dress him up in robes, they put the hood over his head. He walks outside and he just takes it off. He's just like,
Hold
I
on.
want you to-
Don't
I
cover
want
up
you to
the
see
goods.
this beautiful chrome dome.
Don't cover up the goods. That's what people came for. Look at this. I'm fucking beautiful. I was in Percy Jackson's movie.
But they have these. The train goes by and these snipers are shooting at the Tuskens, and I'm like, you're just inviting trouble.
You know what it reminded me of, though? A lot of the World War II movies where Americans are either like on a train in Australia or Europe and shit like that, just shooting livestock as they're going by because they're bored.
I thought of Full Metal Jacket. The ones that run are Viet Cong. The ones that stand
Yeah.
still are well-trained Viet Cong.
You shoot women and children, Tuskens? Yeah. How? It's easy. Just don't lead them so much.
I'm laughing because it's tragic, not because it's funny.
Yeah.
It is kind of funny.
Could be, yeah. It's meant to be a little funny. It's
But-
like Stalin once said, dark humor's a lot like food. Not everybody gets it.
Love it.
Love it.
But Boba Fett tells him like, "Hey, I'll take care of this train. Give me a rifle and a stick.
We get
I'll
the
be back in the morning."
Chop work sign language back, which I like.
Yeah, and
Because like
he's
they might understand a bit of basic. They do not speak it whatsoever.
no. I would imagine with the noises they make, their vocal cords are not.
That's how
Fit
I
for it,
feel
yeah.
too. Like they couldn't make those sounds if they wanted to.
But I read something in the trivia about this next scene. So he goes off to this little bar in the middle of the desert, which I was like, "Let me drink here." But I found out,
Until the Nikto gang members show up. Are you going to talk about the two people here?
yeah. Well, I found out
Fixer?
this is Tashi Station.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know if that's never said in the show. It's probably from a comic book or something. But people on the internet have at least deemed this Tashi Station, which
Okay.
is cool because we never. Well, you know what? There was a cut scene, so maybe they made it look like that.
The cut scene is with these two people.
Yeah, well, there was a couple cut scenes because the one I've seen is only with Luke and is it Wedge?
Dax Big Lighter.
Stags?
Yeah, Dax Big Lighter.
Dax. Okay, that's the only one I've seen is where he's there talking to
Oh,
the guy.
okay.
But yeah, I did read it's Lays, Fixer, Lenozer, and Cammy Marstrap.
They're
Who are
like
Luke's
pick-
childhood friends.
They're like picking on. They call him Wormy.
And one of the things he says something, one of the Niktos says something in Huttese, and one of our delightful trivia nerds was like, "That's the word for boy." So he's just like, after he eats the guy's food or whatever he does, he's like, "Thanks, boy."
Yeah. Asserting dominance.
But these two are pissed off, and the dude mumbles to his friend there. He's like, "It's just not right." And this
It
guy's
ain't
like,
right.
"The fuck you say? The fuck you say?"
I said it's not right.
So then we get the bar scene from Terminator 2. like literally step for step almost, because Boba Fett comes in and starts fighting these dudes. He does get a nut shot in there, which is nice, but it ends with him throwing the last dude through a plate glass window. I don't think Arnold drank the guy's drink, which is a nice touch for Boba Fett here. He just drinks his drink and walks out without saying a word.
Arnold can't
the-
consume it.
But then we get outside, and it's that exact shot where Arnold looks down at the bikes, and then the camera like does that zoom out pan across thing, and it's all the bikes lined up, so he's got to pick which one to take. In this case, he takes more than one.
It's a lot easier to tow speeders than motorcycles like this.
Yeah,
I imagine.
Yeah, I would imagine, since they don't have to balance, they have.
I love this fight
repulsors.
scene. Good job. Repulsor lifts, nice.
Yeah, I know.
I love this scene though because he's using the gaffi stick and whatnot. But at one point he has the musket laser blaster, the cycler, and
Yeah,
he
the
just
shotgun.
He just
from that
beats a
scene.
dude with it. Well, yeah. Does Arnold beat a dude with the shotgun until it breaks?
I don't remember if he beats a dude with a shotgun. I'm pretty sure he puts a dude's head on a flat top or in a fryer, and that doesn't happen in this one. But
It's because we just missed the cooking. Otherwise, they were going to do it. It's just mistimed.
yeah, it's after 10. They don't do food.
The Nicto's eating the last of the food. The boy
That's why
ordered
the
it.
guy was pissed. He's like, that was my candied bacon. This motherfucker.
Kitchen is closed. He just took my last of my chicken nugs, and the kitchen's closed now. I can't order more poppers.
But I do like in this scene, he's using and actually later on too, during the train heist, he's using like a training gaffi stick.
Yeah.
He doesn't have like a real one. It's like you're training someone to use a sword, so you give him one of those wood practice swords.
Yeah.
And then he goes off into battle with the wooden practice sword.
This
He doesn't
part
get his
reminded
real
me
sword.
heavily of Last Samurai. Because they give Tom Cruise the wooden kid sword.
Yeah.
And he's watching everybody in like training, and then eventually one of the dudes, the guy that's in fucking Shogun, he's phenomenal.
I don't remember. You'll have to go.
But they start sparring.
He's also
and,
in Transformers.
Oh my god, dude! You could have just not said a word.
I
and
just
left
remember
more
because
respect on his
I
name.
remember because we've talked about 2 Transformers movies. He plays the very Japanese stereotype
3?
Transformer.
No. You're thinking Ken Watanabe.
Oh, okay. That's who I was thinking of. Yes.
Yeah,
because
Ken
he's also
Watanabe
in
is
Last
great.
Samurai, right?
Yes, he's the titular Last Samurai. If you look at it from that point of view,
Well, it's definitely
it
not
ain't Tom Cruise.
but-
It ain't Tom Cruise. I just always think of the Paul Mooney from fucking Chappelle Show. Tom Cruise, the Last Samurai. Give me Tom Hanks as the last, and I'm not gonna mention that word.
But yeah, he beats the shit out of the dudes, steal these speeders. It's kind of an annoying continuity thing because he tows back some speeders. He's got 2 speeders in tow. But when he's training these guys and when they do this assault on the train, they've got at least 6 speeders.
I thought he was towing 4, but that still doesn't add up math.
Yeah, I mean, but it's fine. They made some Star Warsy stuff.
I was gonna say, yeah, we don't need to worry about it. It's
The
Star
Force.
Wars. The shot's cool.
But yeah, he takes them back, and the Tuskens immediately just start trashing these fucking speeders. They just start ripping shit apart, and he's like, because he starts with, "This is a gift for you." They just start tearing him apart, and he runs back like, "No, these are mine."
No, mine. And I love when he's doing because this is one of the best things about this show. And he's like, this is go, this is stop, this is go, and it just cuts to him to the side, like a bantha. It's Tamora Morrison just having a great old fucking time. Like a bantha.
The trivia pointed out it was a improvised line apparently that he did, but also like it's one of the more popular ones. It became like a meme and a GIF and stuff. But I feel like the memes and the GIFs were more in a mocking manner. This person says it like, "Oh, it's so famous because it's a meme," and I'm like, I don't think people were using it as like, this is cool. I think it's funny and I like it, but I think it was just
cool.
more like people didn't like this show, so they were like, "Oh, like a beta."
Yeah. I also think there are people out here in this universe that just love Tamora Morrison, and is in this role especially, but just in general, he's a really good Comic-Con guy. Like he does conventions very well, very engaging with fans. So I think just to watch him smile and ride a pretend bantha is excellent.
Well, it's even better because he's like a beta, yes. And they just stare at him. He's like, maybe not.
Guess not. Tough crowd. Is this thing on?
And then we have this like driving school montage, which is pretty funny because like the first dude does like the thing you expect. He jumps on, and pulls instead of pushes, or pushes instead of pulls, whatever, goes in reverse. But then it's all these people, all these Tuskens trying to ride these things around, and it's just these crisscrossing, like, madcap kind of paths they're taking, and he's just kind of standing in the middle watching them like, I don't know.
How do I reach these guys?
How do I reach these kids?
Trying to reach these kids.
But the trains are coming, so they set up some shooters, they take the speeders, and this is what you were talking about previously, the last episode, about this being inspired by Lawrence of Arabia. They definitely talked about it in the gallery. Steph Green was talking about it, and she even talked. So the cinematographer on this one is Dean Cundy, who I mentioned last time. He's done a bunch of stuff. For those who haven't listened to our other stuff or don't know, like Jurassic Park, Back to the Future, tons of stuff. Great cinematographer, but even the concept art has the Tuskens running in white robes, which is
just cut and paste. I mean, the cycler is like the exact same fucking gun that they're using.
Yeah. And they played a clip from Lawrence of Arabia, and I was just like, hey, there he is. Squirt.
Squirt.
Peter O'Toole, for those who haven't gone all the way back to high spirits on our feet.
I would love a squirt of one of those black melons. Very thirsty.
Squirt.
But
it's really cool. Obviously, we're not going to describe the whole thing.
There's a moment we have to describe because it's going bad, right? Like, it's not going terrible, but it's not going well. One of the fucking speeders gets blowed up right away. A couple people get launched off their hooks because the pikes are shooting out, and Boba Fett gathers one. Then comes the fucking heavy, the Predator. The Tusken Predator fucking comes in, all guns akimbo on this speeder, crashes it into the train whilst they jump up and latch on, throw themselves into the roof, and then we get a really fun cowboys, Western movie moment where you just see people getting thrown out of windows kind of, arbitrarily.
Yeah, he's doing a Jason Voorhees stalker thing. It's like just dudes flying out windows, and then there's the three guys that are on the top of the train shooting at Boba Fett and these other Tuskens, and they're hiding behind the door, and they just start disappearing. It's just like shoop, shoop.
Yeah, one just looks at his friend like, oh no.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
I still think it's a female, but I'm fine with being wrong.
I don't know. Doesn't matter.
Show me them boobs.
Let me see them Tusken.
That's how
Let me
I'll
see
know.
them Tusken titties.
Let me see them Tusken titties. I've heard of panty raids. Never had a Tusken raid.
But this droid that's driving the thing starts panicking, and it's just flipping switches and doing whatever to make this thing go faster.
It's hitting the nitro.
Because it didn't know anything was going on until Predator Tusken knocked a guy off the top, and he went underneath the train, and the whole train just kind of jumps.
The hell
or maybe it was when he crashed the speeder in. But there is a guy who gets sucked underneath the train, and it definitely bounces like it ran over someone.
They put speed bumps in the desert?
Yeah, this droid is trying to he's hitting the nitrous like you said, and it's all run by this one huge rocket engine on top of the train.
Yeah,
and so first there's a Tusken, then there's some Pikes that are all up there, and it just keeps blowing people off the top of the train. I was waiting for someone to get lit on fire.
Yeah, not singed at best.
Yeah, flying off the train, but with a smoke trail behind them.
You're gonna wish you were dead when you land.
Well, that's apparently the new Disney Wilhelm scream, right? We talked about it in something else. So, you just have someone do the goofy holler as they're flying off the top.
I hate it.
But the droid sabotages the controls right as soon as Boba Fett gets up there. So he tosses this droid out, and it's a moment of levity, I guess, because this droid flies out, and then you just see it pop up on spider legs,
Grievous style.
Thing. It's I was thinking of in the Thing when that guy's head comes off and then sprouts its own legs and runs away.
All right,
I did just watch that recently, so it's
fresh in the brain. It's gonna crawl off your body any minute now.
It gets up and looks at the train, and it's whoop, and then just spider legs out and.
I mean, obviously this droid's programming is not train first, because it's I'm going to live. There's a Mandalorian right in front of me, and you know what? I've met Din Djarin. They do not like us. Every time he sees me, he always says "you people," and then starts saying some really outdated terms for droids.
And you know what? We'll talk about this more next week because it'll be your favorite episode of the series. But there was a bit with there was a bit with Jon Favreau talking about the modder kids, and it actually made it make a lot more sense. So he's talking about how the Mando didn't like droids or whatever, and is like they were trying to show like a generational thing. So it's like it's the younger kids who are like, well, now we're going to put these droid parts on us, and we're not even going to hide it because fuck you, old people. It makes sense to me living in the world that we live in and watching these kids run around with Crocs and whatnot. So
I think it's the aesthetic I don't like, not the reasoning.
We'll get there next week.
Stay tuned.
He does stop the train. So it crashes a bit, but they start raiding it. And again, the trivia, like there was like 7 or 8 trivia things that were like, well, this part of the train sequence is just like in Lawrence of Arabia when that happened. And I'm like, you could just say the train sequence is like Lawrence of Arabia.
From this point to this point.
And now let's erase the rest of these trivias.
Good. We need one trivias. I like how he's already fucking.
Look, I saw the concept art.
Yeah, it's not trivia. It's just a fact. It's just something you said. I do love that he's already sitting like a boss, though, dude. He's like sitting on a treasure chest, kind of fucking posing up, and somebody's bringing him black melons to just sniff like a black cognac huff.
Yeah, and this guy's like, are you going to kill us? And he's like, not if you answer these questions right.
First of all, what's your favorite color? That's an easy one.
What
Blue,
is your
that's
favorite
right.
color? Blue. No, green.
Also, what's the average wind speed of a swallow? You think you know that one, tough guy?
We talking an African swallow or European swallow?
He was asking us if we knew who the grail was. I told him we already had one.
You're
Different
telling
one,
me
but-
2 swallows grab the coconut at the same time and fly together. I can't not drift into English because I'm doing Monty Python.
I know. Muscle memory.
But he's like, are you guys carrying spice? And I love this dude is like, I don't know. What does spice look like?
What's
Someone
spice?
drops down this
Anybody
chest.
Anybody hear spice? No? Spice? We don't know what that is. That's not in our language.
One of the guys drops down this chest and all this shit just flies in the air. And he's like, it looks a little bit like that.
Sasana spice from the slave mons of Kissel.
And the trivia did inform me that apparently somewhere, a comic book, TV show, I don't know, they've mentioned Sasana spice specifically, and it's apparently so rare that it's been priced into extinction is the way they describe it. Like it's so expensive that nobody can afford it kind of thing. So
I'm going to lower your prices. Okay. I'm going to lower your prices so somebody will at least buy it.
Well, then
it's $1 million a hit.
Well, then you've just got people like the Hutts buying it. They'll buy it.
True. It's true.
Can you imagine a Hutt like? It's like you're watching a 70s like disco movie. Okay, you're watching, to relate it to you, you're watching Forrest Gump, right?
Uh-huh.
But instead of Jenna, it's a Hutt who's doing just fat lines of spice and then standing on like the balcony and just like putting its arms out.
Oh, that's fucking awesome. Turn me into a bird so I can fly far, far away. Oh, 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 oh. I love you, Forrest. Oh, 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 oh.
Jenna, we was like peas and carrots, we was.
Jenna, it was like fucking cup of tea and some demis.
But basically, the Pyke is like, well, we just thought you guys were uncivilized raiders, and we were afraid of you. And I'm like, no, you weren't. You were not afraid. You were just shooting at them.
Yeah, we were bored. I mean, scared.
But he's like, okay, cool. Well, you can still move through here, but you got to pay a toll to the Tuskens, and any deaths will be paid back tenfold on you. Now, go ahead and walk home.
Make it there by fucking sun's down.
These fish people, the guy's like, we won't survive without our water car. And he's like, he's a black melon. Have a good day.
Yeah. That's what they survive on. Also, what do you want to do? Do you want me to fucking let you carry your water car out of here? It's a train, dude.
Yeah, we're not taking you. We've got 3 fucking speeders left. You blew up all the rest of them.
And you've killed a bunch of panthers.
we're already gonna have these speeders looking like the fucking Beverly Hillbillies rolling into Beverly Hills. People hanging off the side and shit. Grandma's in the back on a rocker.
When a bantha's rider dies, it's not a ride or die. When the rider of a bantha dies, the bantha wanders away from the tribe and just dies in isolation. Terribly sad. Like, the Tuskens have a tremendous relationship with their banthas.
Oh, speaking of the banthas, during the train scene, it was kind of cool because we've never seen anything like this. There's like a herd of like wild banthas.
Yeah.
I just found interesting. It's kind of like, in our world, our culture, well, most these days you think of horses and you think of like people have them in stables, they ride them, they do this and that. Well, then you see something where it's like there's just wild horses and it's like, oh
yeah. Right. Huh. Looks like they can thrive without us. Weird.
Sorry. Wild horses. Would you fuck me? Hard fuck me?
I'll fuck the shit out of me. Oh. It puts the mouse on its skin or it gets the hose again.
Can you help me get this bantha in the back of my van?
Was she that great big old fat hut?
Now I guess that's more of I hear that in a Java voice. Was she a great big fat hut? Yeah. Aren't they all?
Oh.
But so they go back. The chief gives him a gift, and it's this little contraption with a lizard inside of it. And I love Tamora Morrison's delivery here because he's just like, a lizard. All right, I'll let it guide me, I guess. Thank you.
Cool. And then they hit him with the spice.
Yeah, they blow spice in his face, and the lizard's like, spice! And runs up there. This thing is a
That's got to be what it is. Like, there has to be spice on Tatooine natural. It's just like the Sasana one is Kessel. Because there's spice throughout the galaxy, as far as I understand. They've got to be using some, like, low dose. This is like the marijuana of spice. The other shit's
I was
like
going to say,
fucking...
you've told me that spice is kind of just like their generic term for drugs. But like, there's all these different versions, so it's like that one's heroin, that one's cocaine, that one's meth,
it's just
whatever.
Different grades of it, though.
Because this is like, because the Tuskens, especially here, are being used as the analog for like Native American tribes. This is like the ayahuasca of
spice. Or peyote.
Yeah. So, like, he blows it in his face and he swallows this lizard. And it's, again, very funny. He's like,
swallows the lizard. The lizard jumps in his nose.
Well, it jumps in his nose, but he says, I think I swallowed it.
Sorry, I think I swallowed your lizard present. Wasn't a very good gift. It did a fucking swan dive right up my nostrils. It's like fucking cocaine that can't wait to be done. Jumps in there.
And so he has this fucking kind of terrible, like, mushroom trip. Like, I
have a little bit of background.
Okay.
Tatooine used to be a lush planet with water and vegetation until, and in Legends at least, there was a failed uprising against the Krrsantan Empire, and they fucking torched and it just evaporated the planet to what we have now. So that's why those black melons grow underground. That's why there are trees. That's where he gets the branch from. So I think he's getting a bit of that. It's also for us, but I think he's getting a bit of that history subliminally. I don't know. Am I reading too much into that?
No, because the chief, when he's telling him the story, does talk about like before the planet dried up and this and that. So it's like he's giving him the background, and that makes perfect sense. And I mean, maybe they're just kind of referencing some of that because, like, this would be the first tree we've ever seen on Tatooine.
Yeah,
and it's like that. So it is like it's a trip. It's a hallucinogenic trip, but that tree is really there because he comes back with a stick from or branch from it.
I would love to watch this from the outside, though.
The combination of this lizard and the spice, like the lizard leads you to the tree. That's why he's like, it's gonna lead you, and he's like, all right, great, it'll lead me somewhere. It's a lizard.
Sure.
It'll lead me to a rock, and it'll do little push-ups. I don't know.
Just imagine being sober and watching this trip where it's just Tamora Morrison just digging furiously through the sand like he's splashing in water, and all of a sudden he finds the top of a tree.
I've referenced to you, I recently got a shirt that was there's a movie called Altered States. It's William Hurt, and he does lots of mushrooms and hangs out in sensory deprivation chambers. It's a fucking crazy movie. I love it. It might not be great to some people's standards, but it's kind of the one that got me into movies more. Like, not just watching a movie like that was fun, but like I have to think about this. But
Yeah.
there's a scene where he goes to Mexico. He's hanging out with like a native tribe there. They give him some mushrooms, and he has a trip like that where he just wanders off he goes off on a walkabout kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what this reminded me of, because it's like, yeah, they give him the stuff and then they just kind of like sit down and watch this dude just wander off into the desert high as fuck, and they're like, well, maybe he'll come back.
We'll see. That might be goodbye.
He goes out, he finds the tree, it kind of envelops him. He has visions of Camino and like his childhood, and the tree is trying to choke him, and he's in the Sarlacc pit and all this stuff, and he breaks the piece off the tree and it bursts open. And Whitney, actually, I didn't think about it this way, but Whitney was watching it with me, and she was like, oh, and then he was reborn. And I'm like, that's when I really started thinking about what we talked about last episode of like this being his transition from
Redemption, or transition.
bounty hunter bad guy, like scum and villainy guy, to what we see later. Not all at once, but like this is kind of the inciting incident
And
that
honestly,
pushes it forward.
With all the EU being decanonized, he's not really that bad of a guy. We see him in episode 5 and 6. Like, what's canon? I'll take this series away. What's canon is episode 5 and 6, and a little bit of Clone Wars.
Well, but I mean, we do get. He at least enjoyed his bounty hunting work. If he wasn't necessarily a bad guy, he enjoyed hurting people, because we still have that line from Darth Vader: "No disintegrations." So.
That's true. That's true. That's an accident.
He was a big fan of disintegrating people.
He also did have a Wookiee braid. So
And-
he's killed some Wookiees.
And that's mentioned in the trivia, because at first I was like, well, he wasn't in there long enough for that to be dissolved, because it's almost like he woke up almost immediately. But they also point out, which I didn't notice, that he doesn't have his cloak anymore either.
Yeah.
And then we do see these fucking long john pajamas he's running around in for these 2 episodes are full of like holes that look like they were burned in by acid, and it's missing part of like the collar. So it was starting to be dissolved, even in the short, presumably short time he was inside.
I also just think Disney didn't want him to walk around with either Wookiee braids or Padawan braids.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's the real reason. But if we're trying to justify it in world,
Yeah.
I think it makes perfect sense that they were just digested, because the Beskar wouldn't be, which we previously talked about.
Right. It'd be paint job would be a little roached up, which is what happens
Yeah.
until they repaints it.
So yeah, he gets back to the village. The fucking lizard jumps out of his nose and goes back to the chief, and he's like, "Oh, I thought that was part of the dream."
Fuck, that was real. The hell, you guys know how to party. Lizards coming out of noses. Is something gonna come out of my butt? What else did we do? Come on. You put a worm up there.
But then they have this, he gives the branch to the chief, and it already kind of looks like it's in the shape of
You
the
can see
gaffi
the
stick.
beginnings.
Yeah. And they do the cloak ceremony that we talked about, where they're draping him and all this stuff. And I just commented to Whitney, I was like, yeah, we're just going to wrap you in this heavy shawl and then cover it in a wool jacket and then make it all black. That way you're nice and comfortable in the desert.
Yeah, perfect. It's perfect. This is space cloth, dude. It's made from a cooling linen material that we aren't privy to here.
Well, look, I know we live in the desert, as people probably know. We live in Arizona. You see people who are out doing road work or landscaping or whatever. It's long sleeves, long pants, because it helps keep you from getting dehydrated. So that aspect of it, I understand.
Yeah, but the black is a tough choice
Yeah,
to wear.
don't make it black, man. Like,
But it looks cool.
it does. He
space
looks
black.
really cool. He looks really cool when he comes out and he's got the hood up. It's very like Sith-like.
I got it. One sun, black's not a good color. Two suns, somehow black's a good color.
Because the light beams hit each other and then bounce off the black, because
Well,
The Force.
We also know in Tucson, black is a good color because everybody that I know in Tucson has black shirts. Everybody.
Well, it just
black
turns
shirt.
out that everybody you know is a bartender, and much like
everybody.
The meme that somebody just sent to me right before we started recording, bartender uniform, black shirt, black pants, black soul. So
White shoes, Cadillac.
that boy is a
Boy's
bartender.
That boy pours Irish car bombs.
There you go. And then he goes off and forges the gaffi stick in this thing, which
Great fucking scene.
there was a couple different things that said this online, that this was reused concept art or reused from Ralph McQuarrie concept art of Tusken settlement.
Oh, cool.
This kind of like half shell, like it looks like a piece of an airplane, which obviously isn't here, but it's probably a piece of a ship maybe, with like this half shell of metal and then like this forge and all this stuff. But it did remind me of one of the lesser MCU movies. I don't know if you saw it or if you did see it, if you remember it, but Eternals.
Oh yeah, I saw it. Do I remember
the dude, God, who plays him? Gilgamesh, the big guy who's hanging out with Angelina Jolie.
Black
he's
dude?
kind of their forger. I think he's Asian.
Okay, I remember the Forger.
I don't remember. I saw the movie once in theaters. I didn't
saw
hate it
it
as much
once
as everybody
at
else.
home.
I didn't hate it as much as everybody else, but I haven't watched it again.
It's fine
It's just
at best.
it's just 700 hours long, which is
Yeah.
rough. It was Marvel trying to get
Angelina Jolie's not there in that movie.
No, she
I
doesn't.
know you
give a
said
shit.
she's in it, but she's not.
It was Marvel trying to do Oscar bait. They hired Chloe Zhao and they made an Oscar type superhero movie, and it didn't work. But it
Yeah.
reminds me of his forge thing that he has in their little hut they're living in, because it's like it's outdoors and it's like only halfway covered and it's got the table and it's very much the same kind of vibe, and it's just the first thing I thought of. But again, I saw that movie once, whatever year it came out, 2018.
I love that they're going to the well of Ralph McQuarrie concept art so much because it's there. You own it.
I mean, this is just a little structure, so it doesn't have that craziness. But we saw the spiders; those things fucking ruled.
Yeah.
So
We could've
especially
just
once you
never-
got their backstory.
We could have just never seen them.
Yeah,
Bummer.
but they forged the gaffi stick. He gets it. I'm saying forge, even though I guess it doesn't apply to wood.
Crafts it.
but it just feels like the right word for this weapon. I mean, it's not just wood; it's got the spear at the end too.
Yeah, it's
which I've
forged.
never really noticed because we don't see that in use a lot. I noticed it in this because when he's practicing, the dude shoves it right in his face, and another dude is sharpening his. You know, it's this wicked spear on the end of this thing.
Fucking Wicked Spear. Name my new fucking band, by the way. My mom made me move out of the garage because Wicked Spear ain't going nowhere, she said.
She said, "I got to give up my dreams. I'm only 43."
She says, time to get a real job and stop working at the comic shop.
The comic shop's not even open anymore, but I'm still there.
I told her it's dead media. That's just where I go to take a poop. Nobody bothers me.
That would actually be a great name for a comic book shop, by the way. Dead Media.
That would be. We doing this?
But they forge the stick. They bring it back. They do this kind of haka type dance.
Very cool. Just how it starts with it's just him and the Predator first. And then, somebody stands up. And this reminded me a lot of the haka, obviously, but a lot of the Native American, I mean this respectfully, like sitting around like whooping, in unison at something. It's kind of how it starts. Like, and then little by little, everybody's fucking up and doing the same spear to the sky dance that looks so fucking cool.
Well,
And the drums are banging.
the ceremonial dance. I mean, that's so in the gallery thing when they're talking to Tamora Morrison, he is God, I'm going to say it wrong. Maori? Is that the correct
Maori.
pronounce? He is Maori, and he's talking about bringing that to his performance, and he was like, it doesn't strictly apply because this character isn't like that, but I use that energy. And before they do the big scenes, he does like a haka in his fucking trailer or whatever, like on his own, like just to get revved up, which is something.
That'll do it.
If anybody out there has seen, Tamora Morrison's worked with him, but Taika Waititi's Next Goal Wins.
Yeah.
That's how they start their soccer matches. The one team does a haka to the other team, and then vice versa. Like at least the one big match that we see.
Right.
The douchebag guys who hiss like snakes, and then they're just all.
Which I have to wonder, is that like what? Are you trying to make a sound of a mongoose to scare a snake? What's happening?
I think he says, we just watched it the other night. I feel like he says something about a mongoose, but it's just them making kissy faces, and it's very funny. But that's the end of the episode. He's now like he's found a family. Actually, in the gallery thing again. I hate to keep referencing it because I
no, it's
don't
there
want
for
to
a
just
reason.
sound like I'm quoting this, but he says he's reading part of the script. It's the end of episode 2. And, like, all we see is them doing this dance. But in the script, it was like, you know, he receives this cloak and this staff and da-da-da, and he does this dance. And now he's found that he's not alone anymore. He's part of a family. He's part of a tribe. And it's got all this stuff in the script. And I'm like, yeah, man.
I mean, think of this guy's backstory. He's a clone that was raised as a mercenary from a young age by his donor dad. And then donor dad dies, and then he gets raised by other bounty hunters for the most part. Like, he was consumed by revenge on Mace Windu for a long time when he was young. So, I mean, he never really had, like, yeah, he had bounty hunter friends as far as that goes, but he's never really belonged. He's never had a family, you know, and if you want to call his donors family, it didn't last long.
You think of bounty hunter friends, you think of a previous episode, Tales of the Underworld.
Exactly.
Right, where Cad Bane, or just Bane at that point maybe, or just Cad. But at that point when he goes off on the mission on the planet where they're building ships or whatever.
Uh-huh.
I think at that point he wasn't full Cad Bane. He was just one. Either way, he goes off with, or no, was that with that wasn't with Cad Bane?
No, it was Asajj Ventress.
That was with Asajj Ventress because she goes off with the little weird looking elf girl who has the whip thing. And they go to that planet.
Thielen.
It's kind of like that. Like, these are my friends. Friend
is
a very loose word.
And they just tried to turn you over. Like, they were trying to turn on you, so.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so he's just, you know, it's a very big deal for him to have, like, oh, shit, these guys don't, like, want anything from me. They just want me. That's cool.
But it's a cool little ending. And then, you know, I don't know, man. Like, we don't always do, like, the wrap-up for each episode on the shows. But because this one is a little more controversial, I just feel like I want to say, like, I see the flaws. There's some bad CG. A lot of the stuff that's not in volume, the like full CG shots, like some of the stuff on the train or when they're chasing the train doesn't look very good.
Yeah.
There's some stuff like that. But, like, it's TV. It's not a movie. And that's not a big excuse because a lot of their movies that look like that nowadays, Disney in general, not necessarily just LucasArts or Lucasfilm and Star Wars, but like I've had a good time with it so far. I can see flaws, and it's not at the level of Mando season 1 or season 2, but I'm still enjoying it.
Me too, very much so.
Next week, Jack won't be having a good time because we'll be talking about Chapter 3. The Streets of Mos Espa.
Lame to the bone. Lame to the bone.
And I pulled this picture
lame
specifically for my co-host here because he's a huge fan of the Power Ranger mod scooters.
Dude, look at, like, it is such a fucking, it's just so our world because they're mods on a fucking scooter with, look at how many mirrors she has. What are you trying to look at? Everybody behind you? Look at all those rear view mirrors. God.
Well,
objects with that many mirrors are lamer than they appear. Okay? Fuck her.
It's like the people in their big ass trucks that are driving around with the mirrors that have like 4 things that attach it to the side of your truck.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of them either, I guess.
Man, go fuck yourself. I don't know. I don't know. I remember having a good time with it. I remember having a good time with it. I remember thinking it was fun, but also I don't know. I just come from the point of view of like, yeah, it's fucking stupid. This guy's got a fucking laser eye like fucking Kano. Who gives a shit?
Kano is your argument. You lost.
I grew up playing Mortal Kombat. It makes perfect sense.
Yeah, well, I never grew up.
I'm Kano, I am.
Finish him. Flawless fucking victory. Your soul is mine.
We will be talking about Chapter 3, The Streets of Mos Espa, again directed by Robert Rodriguez. So don't forget to check out our Patreon at patreon.com/worstpeople. You can get these episodes early, ad-free, and when we do the 2-parters, they're uncut, plus a bunch of other content for Bad Movies, Worst People, which you already know about because you're following the feed.
You're here now. This is now.
What's happening now is happening now. That is it. We have to thank Magilla Gorilla for creating and supplying our opening and closing music here. Until next week, I've been Derek.
I'm Jack.
You're going to write it like a benta.
Like a benta.
Benta. No, I guess not.
Like a panther. Yes? Maybe not.